The factory, as you see it, even though it looks small, as it's currently set up, we can produce 127 million liters of finished products a year.
Really?
And that's like 4 liters. If you go inside, I'll show you what, then you have an idea. 4 liters for every Ghanaian.
Wow.
Yeah. People have serious phobia for failing. Yeah. And it's because they grade where the first, where the second, where the, so people have serious phobia. Me as a research and development chemist, I embrace failure. You don't go to fail, but when it comes, you learn from it. You do your root cause analysis. What caused what I'm doing to fail? You fail, you go back again. The particular product that I said it took us 10 years. I did about 2,000 iterations of the same particular product, trying different things. 2,000 or more. And one more thing, the diasporans too, if you come, stop this islegon, cantonments, put it aside, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because you are in Ghana. Ghana is not the West. When I came, I've gone to timber market. Actually, this morning, we went to timber market. I was there 6 in the morning to go and give a product to somebody. And there have been times I'm carrying, ask Madam Jennifer, I'm carrying 25 kilos washer on my shoulder, walking through timber market, maybe 3-4 kilometers. Shut down, because then if you come with, then you'll be frustrated. Things, because you know Ghana is a different country.
Come down from their high horse.
We have that, we feel we are better than local people. And don't forget, when it comes to living Ghana, you cannot outlive somebody who lives in Ghana. They know Ghana. If you give somebody who lives in Ghana 1,000 cities, what they will do with the 1,000 cities versus you abroad, what you do with the 1,000 cities is a vast difference. So when I came, I shared, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. People call diaspora meeting. I don't go. Because I'm Ghanaian who went and lived outside, who has come back. So I have to embrace Ghanaians, be a Ghanaian. You come and see me sitting at Okponglo with the mechanics, laughing, learning how they do things, learning their psyche. That's when you can develop products, the one that meets their needs. And also, you are not frustrated about everything. So if they will take anything, put that diaspora stuff aside and become Ghanaian. That's where your success will come from.
I like that.
With all the good things that you want, Ghanaians too want it. It's just that they are working slowly to where they need to go. You understand? If I don't think you are, when we were younger, young men like your age driving cars was virtually impossible. But look at it now. You have a lot of 20s, 25, 30-year-old driving nice cars. Our economy is growing. No matter what people say, Ghana is never a failed state. It's nowhere close to a failed state. It's just that we are slowly getting to.
Hello guys, and welcome back again to another amazing episode. And this is the Diaspora Transition episode, where we have dialogue with diasporan who decided to relocate from the diaspora and currently living here doing business on the continent of Africa right here in Ghana. If you can see on your screen, we are literally in an industrial area somewhere in Budumburam, way past Kasoa. And why am I here? You can see Chinese development. There's so many Chinese big factory around here. Some of them are doing tissue paper, whatnot. Huge businesses, and these are foreign businesses. But there's a gentleman who decided to start his own factory. Now he decided to leave Canada, leave Canada behind, move back to Ghana and start a whole factory making paints, etc. I will let him be the one to speak about what he's doing. But I'm here today to ask him, why did he decide to leave Canada behind? And I'm back on this journey to have this factory and start producing paint right here in Ghana. Without further ado, Mr. Fred, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Hayford.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming through. All right.
People are watching you.
Okay.
I know a bit about your story.
Yes.
Actually, Mr. Kwabena Obindaku
Yes.
recommended that I have a conversation with
that's
you.
great. Thank you, Mr. Obendaku.
I've heard the great things you're doing.
Right.
People watching you might not
All
know
right.
who you are.
All right.
Please briefly introduce yourself. To
All right.
people watching.
As Hayford said, my name is Fred Ampedu. I'm a research and development chemist who has extensive background researching, developing, and manufacturing products all over the world. And through some advice of some of the people who know me, they advised me to come set up our own factory and make our own products. So that's why I'm here. So that's a brief history of who I am.
Interesting. And if I understand, you relocated from Canada.
Yes, I lived in Canada for 22, 23 years, and I came to Ghana.
Interesting.
2
Can
years
we just
ago.
go back to your story?
Yes.
So you were born in Ghana?
Yes, I was born in Ghana.
Walk me through that process
All right.
of Canada.
Okay, I was born in Ghana. early early 80s, and I lived in Nigeria for about 4 years, from 1990 to around 1993, and then I came back to Ghana, did grade class 6, JSS, senior high school. Then I went to Canada to do engineering / chemistry, and then I worked in Canada, got married, had children in Canada for 20 years, and then yes, because I migrated to Canada. My dad lived in Ghana, but then he was able to help us migrate to Canada, and then we stayed there. He came back to Ghana, and we stayed there. And as I said, I went to university there, got married, worked for some of the largest companies in the world, and then through the advice of people, I decided to come and set up in Ghana. So that's
advice. I'm not sure who gave you this advice.
Okay.
Was it coming from our people?
My dad, as I said, my dad is a big Afro optimist. What Afro optimists are people who believe in the promise of Africa. So he lived in Ghana, pretty much, in Nigeria all his life, and he was able to create a comfortable life for himself. So he knows, amidst Africa's challenges, there are opportunities within Ghana. So he advised me that with the knowledge I have acquired, why do I have to sit there in Canada? Why don't I bring it here? Because he felt it would be of better use and to be better inspiration for our people. That's why he advised me, and I took it to heart and then came and set up here.
So when did you move to Ghana?
Okay, 2023 was when I finally came to Ghana to live. But we started this project in 2014.
I see.
So what we used to do is I used to come at times alone. I used to come with my other partner. At times I come with my wife. I come with my brother. We come here, we bring the raw materials, because environments are different. The Western or Canadian, American / European environments are different when you want to go into big time production. And this is what we call material engineering at its highest. So when you come down to Africa to come and make these products, the environment is a little bit different. So that's when the research comes in. So we bring in the raw materials, we test it out in small quantities, we take it to the market or to end users. That's the development side. You research in the lab, come up with your formula, then the development is you taking it to sprayers to use. They use it, this one, I think you can make some tweaks, improvement here and there. We come back again, we work on it, and then we go back. So that's the development side. So it took us about almost 2014 was when we started, and we used to come to 2019. While we were doing the research and development, we started to build a factory. So we did it simultaneously, like together. So we're doing the research and development, and we're also building our factory. So it was in 2019 that we were able to finish this small warehouse, as you see. We brought equipment in, we brought raw materials in, and then we came to Ghana to start small production, because now we've moved from research, development to manufacturing. So that's when we came to come and do the manufacturing. That's when the environment challenges started. First, one of our products. So
what happened?
Ghana is very humid.
Okay.
The humidity index in Ghana is quite high. So what happens is when we made it, shelf life for one of the products was very bad. Within 3 days, it had gelled. Yeah, so in that case, if you make a big batch and you send it to customers within 3 days,
wow, if they don't use it, it's done.
Yeah, within 3 days, even if they use it, they don't use it, it will gel. Wow. So we had to do some serious R&D, and I think we were able to solve the problem. It is the first time an indigenous African company has been able to solve that problem. It took us about a year to solve that problem through research and development. We found this chemical that only one company has that solves it, and then we did some other tweaks, which intellectual property, so I can't share it, because they themselves were surprised we've been able to solve that problem. So we've been able to solve it. Now you can, if you make that particular product, 3 years, 4 years, is still good. You can still use it. So we're very proud of what we've done.
Interesting. I'm very interested in your story. Most often, Africans in the diaspora, trying to relocate to Africa, have most of the resistance coming from their own family members. Their dad, their mom.
All right.
And your parents or family members,
yes.
and you on the other side, your dad actually was the one who pushed you, encouraged you. What did friends and family said about you trying to relocate?
Okay, the thing with people, and I'll try to encourage people, is make good friends who know who you are and who know your capabilities. I've been fortunate enough that I have fantastic friends all over the world, and they know what my capabilities are. So when I said, especially my big brother, who sacrificed his schooling for me,
really? What do you mean by that?
Okay, I have a big brother. Okay. He's my big brother, Jones. He knew that because of who I am a brilliant person. So he was in school, and then he said, no, Fred, let me come home, get a job, and then you go to school. So he worked for 4 years while I was in university. Yes, so, no, we were all in Canada. Oh, okay. He was also in university.
Okay.
I don't think I've shared this story anywhere. So he was also in university, but then he said, no, Fred, you know what? Because we were struggling. We didn't go, we went there as immigrants, students, not students, immigrants. My dad sponsored us, and then we went to Canada as immigrants. We went there with all our documents and everything, so we were in school. But then he said no, because it was a struggle. I lived in Toronto, and then I couldn't go and live on campus because it's very expensive. So he said, you know what, let me come home, find a job, rent a place, you stay with me, I'll work, and then you go to school, and then see what will become of you. So he did that sacrifice for me to go to school.
He must believe in you very much.
Yes, so that's, and he's also part of this. Yes.
Oh, so he's also a director.
Yes, one of the directors. He's also part of it.
Incredible.
And then they knew who I am, and they saw what I've been able to do for some of the largest companies in the world, making millions of dollars. At times, I'm the only chemist developing products that was outselling 30, 40 people.
Really?
Chemists. So
speak about your portfolio a bit.
For people who don't know. As I said, I'm a risk.
If you don't mind mentioning.
I don't because you know I don't. Okay, I'll just say conflict of interest. So I worked for, at one point it was the largest. They take waste oil, and refine it back to base oils, heavy vacuum oils, medium vacuum oils, light vacuum oils, kerosene, asphalt. So they take waste oil and refine it, and then they blend it back to reusable oil, which they sell to some of the largest dispensaries, like oil change dispensaries in the world. So I worked there. That was when I graduated school. That was the first job I had as a lab technician. And then from there, I moved to this company that made spray foam polyurethane. Spray foam polyurethane is just like the foam that most people sit on, but they use it for insulation. There's this bus company in China. It's the largest bus manufacturer in the world. Me and one of the chemists developed the spray foam for the top. You know, if you sit inside the bus, the ceiling. The ceiling. If it's foamy, but it's not sprayed. It's sprayed foam instead of foam that you cut. Right. They use laser cutter to cut it because it's so big. It's a chemical. It's two components. They call it isocyanate, and then the resin. They mix it and then they spray it. But that particular foam had to be fire retardant. Wow. They didn't produce a lot of smoke, so that in case there's a fire, what most people don't get is fire that kills people. It's smoke. Right. Most of the time, it's the smoke that kills people, not the actual fire. So if you can restrain the smoke to a certain level, people can get out before it explodes or anything. So we developed a specific resin that fire retardation was quite high. So from there, and then I moved to another company. It's the second largest coatings. Coatings means either car coatings, architectural coatings, wood coatings, even planes, shuttles to space. Wow. Yeah, they are the second largest coatings manufacturer in the world, and the largest in North America. I joined them, and within a year I won Chemist of the Year. Yeah, that should show you how I have the capacity to develop stuff and develop it quickly. So within 6 months I won Chemist of the Year. That's where I really came into my own. That people saw that I was technically gifted. Wow. I can develop things.
And now you're bringing everything back to Ghana.
Yes, I decided to. You have to also own stuff. We can't just be working for people all the time. We also have to have in mind that we have the capacity and the capability to own stuff, and that is what I believe. So from there, as I said, I knew technically I was good. So the thought process was eventually own my own company. So I wanted to get managerial skills under my belt. So I left that company and joined another company as an assistant plant manager, just so that you can learn how to work with people, know how to manage people's egos and people's temperament. So that company is to make what we call fiber reinforced plastic. That's one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
for the roofing sheets.
For roofing sheet, they also use it for Formula One cars.
Really?
Yeah. So
like carbon fiber?
Actually, that's the word, carbon
really?
fiber. So I worked there as the plant manager. We made the resin that they use to cast all those carbon fiber, and also for slides and stuff like that. So I worked there for 3 years. And then I left there, came to Ghana. At that time, we had set up a factory, came and did some small testing. And then I went back again, and then I joined another company that made lubricants.
Lubricants, okay.
Chain lubricants for mining, drywall manufacturing, greases, engine oils, automatic transmission fluids, fuel system cleaners for cars. I don't know if you see them, fuel saver, those fuels, and then one for diesel and stuff like that. So I also worked there as a research.
Let's speak about this industry bit, because you were speaking about multi-million. For me, like, all these things are boring stuff.
Okay, all right, okay, all right.
Right? But I know the GDP for this ecosystem is huge.
Yes.
Let's speak on that a bit.
Okay, so if you take, let's say, oil, engine oils, refinery, I can tell you, but as you said, that's what makes Saudi Arabia what it is. They take crude oil and refine it, or refine it to all these other products. So that alone is massive. I can't tell you the exact number, but it has to be running to the trillions, because that's what runs our global economy. And then if you take the spray foam polyurethane, all furniture, your cars, the insulation for houses has to be around $30–40 billion. You understand? Then if you take the carbon fiber glass, just even roofing sheets alone, your Formula One cars, aeroplanes, they are all in there. Even for plane fighter jets, they are all in there. So that's also billions of dollars. And I've had the opportunity to work in all those companies.
So you've seen it up close in person?
Up close in person.
Interesting. What about the trajectory of you doing this here in Ghana? Where do you see yourself? What is the plan?
Okay,
5 years plan, etc.
Okay, as the factory as you see it, even though it looks small, as it's currently set up, we can produce 127 million liters of finished products a year.
Really?
That's like 4 liters. If you go inside, I'll show you what, then you have an idea. 4 liters for every Kenyan.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's as it is set up. And even we had some major fires in there that destroyed equipment and stuff.
What happened?
Okay, what happened was when we brought the equipment, the raw materials in, the next day, we had about 5 containers here, all our equipment, raw materials and everything. The next day I was called in Canada that the factory is on fire. Yeah, so we lost. I think you saw those. Yeah. So we lost those mixers. Equipment that we lost was almost $50,000. That's in 2019. But the good thing is our raw materials didn't burn, and nobody lost their lives. So I just took it as a champ. As I was at I don't know if I can mention one of the largest radio stations in Ghana, and I said I was sitting in my washroom crying.
Invested a lot of money,
fire, everything, all lab equipment, everything was burnt. Yeah, so the compressors, 2 big compressors, it was rough. Even this generator was in there, but for some weird reason,
it didn't catch on fire.
It didn't catch on fire, but the wood that was around it was kind of burnt and stuff like that. So those are some of the challenges we had. But as we are set up, even with those fire, we can still produce 127 million liters of finished products. We didn't go for size.
Quantify that in an investor's mind for me.
So let's say if you sell one, the cheapest product we sell per liter is 120 cedis per liter. So multiply that by 127 million liters.
I get the vision.
You understand? So if I'm producing all this on a large scale, it's even about working 24 hours, 3 shifts, just producing their trucks here, moving the products out. If people should do the numbers.
So who is your heaviest consumer in this product?
We have wood manufacturers. The auto side, we are still working on it. That's like spraying cars. And as we are here, before you go, I can just give you a quick tour. You see the color that you see, the black color. Yes, the black color you see is what we call base coat. Base coat. That's the color. And then if you look at it, you see the shiny
bits of
the gloss. That's what we call clear coat and hardener. Some people call it car lacquer.
Okay.
So currently we make the clear coat and hardener because that's the universal color. You don't know what people want.
Right.
So with the clear coat, it goes on all colors. So that's what we currently produce. And then we produce the thinner, and then we produce lacquer for spraying wood. But then the beauty about ours is we just don't make the gloss. We can make satin, we can make matte. When you go inside, you can see, I'll show you.
You go in there, so you show me around. What is the difference between lacquer and turpentine?
Oh, no, lacquer is the what they spray on the that's what remains on the substrate,
okay,
the wood. And then the turpentine is the thinner. What thinners do is just reduces the viscosity. Everybody has their own spraying style. Some like it thick, some like it thin. So depending on the sprayer's preference, then they use turpentine to thin it down. But not all products use turpentine.
Really?
Yeah, some of the clear coat and lacquer, if you use turpentine, it won't mix. It will separate. So thinners are the best. So they have the regular thinner, the fast thinner, but when it is cold, it tends to turn white. So the slow thinner, because of our temperature, is hot. So if you use fast thinner, it evaporates fast, it absorbs moisture from the atmosphere, and then it turns white. Yeah, so we make the slow thinner, and that one, regardless of the temperature, you are able to use it.
Incredible. Show me around. Let's see.
Yes. So as you can see, it's a small.
It's not small. It's big. this is a huge investment.
It's a small manufacturing plant, and I'm currently working here. I have one of my colleagues, Madam Jennifer, who works with me.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
Madam Jennifer works with me, and as you can see, she's even setting up for us to do a small a drum of thinner for one of our clients. So they ordered it.
Oh, it's based on order basis?
No, we make some for people, others to order because they order drums.
Drums?
Yeah, so
the blue one?
The blue drums, they order the blue drums. So the blue drums you see are all raw materials. Yeah, so but they are in cans, so as we go in there, you see. So Madam Jennifer is getting ready to.
Okay, explain to us.
Yes.
No.
I'll explain to you. Yeah, she's getting ready to make a product. When she mixes it here, it goes to the mixers, and then we mix the product, and then we package.
So I can get to see the process.
Oh yeah, if you have time, we are going to.
Yeah,
you can see how we go about production. Madam Jennifer, please. So as you can see around, that's what the fire.
I see. So the fire actually started from this corner.
It started from here.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
you can see the roof.
You can see the roof. Yes, so the fire, it was quite. You can even see it from space.
Really?
If you do Google search,
you can see the
you can see where the fire actually melted the ceiling. So basically, we manufacture our products here. So this is the manufacturing floor. We have our racks for storing stuff.
Storage.
Yes, we have our washroom, supposed to be the reception office as we grew, and then that's my small research and development lab / quality control lab. So I said it's not too big, but for capacity wise, we have the capacity to.
I like that. Can I get the other? The scale?
Oh yeah, let's go. If we go into, I've set up quite well.
So to be able to get everything ready in that can, everything can be produced in here.
We produce everything at the factory, and the formula is my formula. I developed the formula myself.
It's your
intellectual property. You can't get it from anywhere. So as you can see, this is our small lab. We equipment that we use for testing. This is what we call lab mixer. So it's a small lab mixer. The big one, the commercial ones are the blue ones you see. So I can make small quality control in here. And then this is
the test tubes.
Test tubes.
I see you have samples of.
Yes. So this is how the products look. This 5 liter thinner, 2.5 liter, or they call it gallon.
Gallon. Okay.
Yeah, this is the gallon. It's not actual gallon. Gallon is 3.78 liters, but this is 5 liters. So, but they call it gallon. Okay. But it's actually 5 liter can, 2.5 liter thinner. And this is what they use for spraying cars. So that's the car lacquer, the auto clear coat, and then the hardener. So you mix this to this, and then you spray on the car, and that gives you the protection, the gloss shine. And then not only that, it gives you UV protection, chemical protection, water protection. That's what protects the car. The base coat,
so it doesn't rust.
Doesn't rust, and then the base coat, if you don't put the clear coat on top, and petrol goes on it to wash it off.
Really?
Yeah, so this is the workhorse for all the industrial coatings. Even that's what they use for spraying.
And you mixed it from the scratch?
You make it from scratch. It's my own intellectual property.
I like that.
Yeah, we didn't borrow it from anything. So if you go anywhere, you won't get it. It's our own intellectual property developed by me.
Made in Ghana.
Made in Ghana too. So that's the auto hardener, and that's the clear coat. It has about 10 individual raw materials. Each one has a specific role it plays. Yes, so, and this is, and we can make this in gloss, the gloss that you see, satin, which is not too shiny, and then matte. Matte black, like it doesn't shine at all. We produce everything in Ghana here. And then
cellulose.
And this is the cellulose lacquer. The lacquer is for spraying wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
What is like? What you use for this one?
This is actually, you know, some people use this to spray.
You can still use the one for
for outdoor wood furniture.
I see.
People prefer this for outdoor wood furniture. So this, as you can see,
because it looks very shiny.
It's very shiny. It's like mirror finish.
Wow.
So they use this for outdoor wood furniture because it gives you better protection than the lacquer. So and then there's the matte, the satin version of the polyurethane. You see, it doesn't look as shiny. So shiny. Yeah, but you see how smooth it is. Yeah, so this is the polyurethanes.
Wow.
And this ones are the lacquer. As you said, we can make gloss.
Shiny.
See how shiny it is.
The price just went up with just applying this.
I know, eh? So they've applied this and they look so nice and smooth. And this is also gloss.
Let's see.
You see how?
So is it the same as the other one or is different?
No, this is polyurethane.
Okay,
so you add hardener. That's like spraying your car, but on wood. So this is straight lacquer. You just take it, add thin, and then spray. But this, if you don't add the hardener, it won't dry. Because the hardener is what dries it and gives it the...
Just like alcohol?
No, it's like spraying your car.
Okay.
Your car, they have to add hardener to it or it won't dry.
Really?
It's always two components. It won't dry. Yeah, so that's about it. So that's the gloss, and this is also gloss without sealer. Some people use sealer on the wood just to give it smooth finish, and then if there are any cracks in there, it also makes it nice and smooth, and then they sand it down and then apply. And this one, it is also gloss.
I was curious to see the matte one.
This is satin. Feel this, and this is matte. I know you want to see matte. This is matte. This is matte. Feel matte. You see the difference? One, if you go to your carpenter, I'm going to show people a trick.
Okay.
If you go to your carpenter and they tell you they use matte and you doubt, just take your flashlight. Turn on your flashlight. Turn on your flashlight. This is gloss. See?
Oh yeah, you can see the reflection.
This is satin. See? And look at this. This is matte because it scatters light. You don't see it.
It doesn't. Oh, this is
satin.
Wow, yeah.
This is matte. You see how it scatters? It spreads the light, so you won't see the flashlight, the tip of the flashlight. You see this, and then compare it to this. That's how you can test. If they tell you they use matte and you doubt, use your flashlight.
Interesting.
Yeah. So these are the products. Hayford. We manufacture at our factory, and we have equipment to test quality control. Everything. And so it's always consistent. So the end user, when they use it, they have no issues. It's always consistent.
Wow. You're doing amazing here. Do you export it?
Currently, some people from Burkina Faso came and got samples and they sent it there. So they are still doing the testing. That's how I do it.
Any market you enter, you do a testing?
You have to. And
also
that's
different environment.
Yes, different environment. And also, the money is important, but relationship is more important to me. So, I'm speaking to you, but buy it. But then it might go that it won't work. So I want you to use it, and when it works for you, you don't have to talk too much. It works for them, they'll call you, bring us the product. And that's how I've been doing it. And so far, it's been okay. I can't complain. So far, it's been.
Is the demand within this country enough for you, or you
no. As a businessman, whoever comes to buy the product, you have to sell it to them. So far as you have the capacity to produce, and I think we have enough space that when the capacity is going, we can do addition.
You said 127 million.
Yes. So that's this
For
1
this
liter.
one.
This 1 liter. 127 million liters of this currently. We can produce this every year. So imagine this 127 billion of them. So that's 4 of them for every Kenyan. If you say Ghana's population is 30 million. So that's 4 of them. 4 of these, 1, 2, 4 of them for every Kenyan.
That's
yeah,
a lot.
that's a lot.
In this factory
Yeah.
that you cost
Yes.
more.
Yeah.
What is your projection? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
5 to 10 years, I want to be, or we want to be a household name, not only in Ghana or Africa, but global. What stops us from going global? It's the same products they make, and we are making it here. You should have big dreams and big foresight. So far as you are working towards it, I think it's just a matter of time. Yeah. So slowly but surely, we are working every day. I've driven to Atwabu.
Where's that?
Atwabu. You know where you went?
Oh, yeah.
Axim. When you
Axim,
get to Axim, then you
yeah.
continue towards Maha Beach.
Going to
Yeah,
the
Atwabu.
Zulezu.
Yeah, Zulezu area, Atwabu. I've driven there, Tichima, Sunyani. It's only northern Ghana that I haven't gone yet.
Really? To
But
take your product in there.
take our products there and let people test it, and then yes, keep it going. So
Have anybody told you that you've inspired them?
as I inspire myself, definitely other people will see what we are doing, and I think they will know it's possible. I always say this thing that there is no force greater than an inspired black person. That's why if you see the sports entertainment where most of our attention go, we really do excel. But then when it comes to research and development, we have a lot of people there, but we don't put the highlight.
Let's speak
on
about
them.
the brain drain.
Yes.
Once upon a time, you were a subject of brain drain.
Yes, actually, I went from high school straight to Canada. So
Yeah.
at least if I did university here and then went, yes, that might be. But at least it's also true, yes.
There, right. So let's speak about that and like, obviously, even entrepreneurship in general.
Yes.
It's not something that is really talked about or the youth actually love entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It's always like, I can't wait to work for somebody.
Okay. Yes.
Can we speak on that subject and that mindset a bit? We
All
can
right.
walk around while we're there.
All right. One thing, because fact of the matter is, I come from a very entrepreneurial family. Very entrepreneurial. I don't know how old you are, but my paternal grandmother, she founded this market called Tema Station.
Really?
TS, if you've heard of TS,
I've heard of it.
around Accra, Accra Central. It's now a bus terminal, but back in the days, it used to be one of the largest markets in West Africa. She founded it. So growing up around that entrepreneurship, from there they moved to Medina Market, and even till today, my aunt, who is in her 80s, is still running her shop, and it's actually the foremost shop for hardware in Medina Enclave. So if people come all over Medina and they can't get it there, they have to come to Accra. Okay. So I've been around entrepreneurship pretty much growing up. So even though they didn't think eventually I might get into entrepreneurship, it's just that now I'm manufacturing. I picked up some of the training from there. So I think that's where I got it from. And most people going around Ghana, we tend to, what word should I use? I won't say disrespect, but they dismiss on businesses. Those small, the ladies you see selling on the street, there has to be something there that keeps them coming every day. If they come and they get zero, trust me,
They will not be there.
they will stop. People and
They look down on
those businesses, but you learn so much from there. You learn business principles from there. So I always encourage senior secondary school students, JSS, even university students, when they come home, instead of sitting at home having a good time, go there, go to the market. Go and talk to the market women. Oh, ma, I'll speak to you a bit. Oh, ma, where do you I'm done school. I'm in school. We are on vacation. I'll come and sit around. Don't ask for money. I'll come and sit around, come and help you. And then while you are there, you are learning how they interact. Even me, Madam Jennifer even attest to it. Even on Friday, I went and sat with my aunt. Just sit with her at the market for an hour or two, see how she interacts. Don't forget, she's been doing it for 70 years. Imagine, she has so much experience. So you see how she interacts with customers, how when they bring things back, she inspects it. Okay, here, take your money. You learn so many things from there, and it's the same business principles when you go to Harvard, McGill, U of T, Columbia. It's the same principles they teach. Just that these women don't write it down. So yes, I'll encourage people to go there, and then when you are there, you realize that instead of me maybe going abroad, you can start from there, learn how to sell. Because any business, if you can't sell, you don't have a business. If you can't sell, because hey, for the selling that you are doing, if you can't sell, you don't have a business. So you have to have the capacity to sell and have a smile on your face. Me, wherever I go, there are some days, they piss you off, but you're still smiling because you know when you make them feel comfortable, they have an emotional connection with you. It's not even about the products, how you make you feel. Oh, Fred, when Fred comes around, it makes me feel good. He asks me how my family is, how my children are. They buy from you. So I encourage people to do that. All right.
I see. I want to, is it an intellectual property to show me the process, or you don't mind? From start to...
For the process, I think it's a standard process. So as you can see, Madam Jennifer is about to do slow thinner. Now, before she starts, the smell is kind of strong. So
do we need a mask?
Yes, that's why we just ground the tanks so that static discharge. You don't have any discharge.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Now this is getting very technical.
Yeah, so we just...
I really understand what he's saying, but...
Don't worry, the engineers will understand.
They will, right?
So we just grind, it's ground.
Oh, so electric, okay.
Yeah, so we just ground just in case, at times you walk past somebody and you get a shock. That's what we call static discharge. Oh. So the safety shoes is wearing, the safety shoes I'm wearing,
it's resistant.
You see, as the static discharge, so it dissipates. I see. But Ghana, because weather is quite humid, chances are it's not dry, so we don't have that, but it's also a precaution.
I used to have that during winter.
Yes, winter.
With my blanket, it would just
that's because it's Europe and America. When the heater, the gas dries the air, so it makes it very dry. So that's what causes the discharge and stuff like that.
I've learned something there.
Yeah, so as I said, Madam Jenny, Minso. Yeah. Oh. All right, so
very technical stuff.
all right, so Jennifer, I see you have the formula. All right, so
she's technical and engineer too, right?
She's now learning, so I'm just teaching her because it's technical. You can, so far as the person has the right attitude, yeah, it can be taught. So she's been working with me. Today is a year since she's been working with me, so she can handle some of these.
And I see you're utilizing machinery.
Yes, that's the beauty of it. So anybody, regardless of their physical strength, they can do it.
So yeah.
Yes. So basically, as you said, that's what she's doing.
Because usually it would be like 5 men at least to pick
No, you can't lift this up. It's too heavy. Yeah, it's heavy.
Really? How many
it's about 200 kilograms.
200 kg.
Yeah, so it's too much there. So
wow, so you really need the machinery.
We use some people can do it, but why? When you have machinery, save our backs. So she's going to add the.
And I think you have a very interesting lean startup.
That's it, lean. You don't need too many people to get the job done. Yeah. So but as we grow, we think we'll have more people. As I said, somebody is joining us today.
Today, okay.
Yes, and we deal with numbers. So if you get to a certain number, then we bring more people on board.
I see.
Yeah. All right. So. Yeah, say scale, Emra.
Oh, so you are measuring the weight.
Yes. We use weights. 18, okay.
Oh, I know the smell.
How does it smell like?
That be time, right?
No, it's not. It's a solvent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a type of solvent. But it's the intellectual property, so
Okay, so you keep it, right?
you keep it to us. I know some of your comments will be, oh, how come he's not wearing? I have gloves, but how come I'm not wearing? We have cartridges and stuff that we can wear, but
Okay, we can put it on.
yeah. But we can, I actually, one of my partners is coming to town, so we ran out of our mask. We have the portable mask that everybody can put on, so he's coming. He will arrive tomorrow. Yeah, so he's bringing the mask. We just ran out of. Usually repetitive, so you just look at the batch ticket we use, which is the blend sheet or the formula that we use. So you just go and pick it. You tear your scale and then you keep adding to it till you finish the batch. So we added one raw material already. So she's going to add another material to it.
Okay. So you're doing a mixture.
We're doing a mixture, yes.
And these are secret components.
These are, it's not secret, but it's just everybody protects their intellectual property, just the norm, just normal. That's why when you go to Azar, they will show you their formula. It's just capitalism at its best. Yeah, everybody protects their formula because, as I said, it took about 5-6 years for us to develop the formula that meets our environment. So you can't just give it away on a silver platter, yes. Then it doesn't promote innovation. If somebody wants to compete, you innovate, come up with something better, and then it keeps us all on our toes.
Right.
All right. I think we need 72. All right. Okay. Gorson, let's sing. We use that, call it drum stacker, stacker. So we use it to lift it up. And then you see she's cleaning the drum. And then we pour it in here, clean it up, label it, and then send it to them.
Okay, in the barrels?
In the barrels. The customer wants barrels.
Okay.
Some of them, they want it in cans, 5-liter cans or containers, or they have the ones in there, yeah. But these guys, they use a lot of it, so they buy it in drums. Large quantities. So we are done. So when she starts to fill the drum up, I'll take a small quantity, go and do quality control, and then that's it. Just to test, make sure yes, everything is okay before we ship it out. So basically.
And how many minutes did you just produce a barrel? Just what?
That's like a draw. It's maybe 10, 15. No, just for the thinner. But some of the other products takes about 2-3 hours. Okay. Yeah, the lacquer takes very long. Okay. The thinner is fast. Wow. The hardener too is fast. Clear coat takes long. Lacquer takes long. Clear coat takes long depending on what you are making. If you are making gloss is fast. But if you are making satin matte, we have an additive that we add that takes time for it to disperse. Yeah, but thinner is fast. Like very fast. Wow. So basically, that is so, as you can see, Madam Jennifer is going to clean the drum. We'll fill it up, label it, and then send it out.
Okay. So, and the clients requested for just one barrel?
One drum, yeah.
You call it a drum or a barrel?
Or some call barrel or drum, yeah.
And how much would that go for?
That's 9,600 cedis.
9,600.
Yes.
For thinner.
For thinner.
One bar.
Excluding VAT.
Excluding VAT.
So with VAT it's 11,215 cedis. Yeah. When we charge VAT, so.
Okay. And so what would you know what a client is going to be using for?
Yeah, they are big manufacturing. They make furniture.
Furniture. Okay.
Yes. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention. They don't mind, but I don't know. It's based on.
You know, you can go and mention.
Yeah, it's called Profico.
Profico.
Yeah, they make they are one of the bigger furniture manufacturers in Ghana. So, yes.
So we are supplying to like big companies.
Yeah, yes, I prefer the business to business is easier for now than mass market because people they are used to a certain product, so you have to. It takes a lot of convincing. Oh, we want it like the old product. I'm like, yeah, no wonder innovation doesn't come. Use the product. Is it good? Yes. So what's your problem? So it's easier for now. It's now that slowly is trickling down to the mass market. One guy in Kumasi called me. He called me, oh, Mr. Fred. Kumasi, so we were speaking. So if you don't understand you can
try and translate it.
Oh, Mr. Fred, you say fine pound. I went and bought other ones. I tried to duplicate. Look at how it looks. I tried to duplicate the finish. You can't get it. But it's expensive, but it's okay. Bring me some. I have to use because the client, when you use it for the client saw it's like, no, don't go and use any other product. But this one, so he had no choice but to come and buy from me. So it's now that it's slowly getting to the mass market. But the big businesses, they know. So because as I said, I develop products for the largest companies in the world. I actually used to develop this product. I developed it from scratch in Canada. We send it to South Korea in totes. Tote means 1,200 liter. You know the totes that they put water in there with metal around the plastic to the big ones. They send it to South Korea. Then they package it and bring it to Germany and come and sell as a German product.
Wow.
Yeah, I've developed greases. It was the first of its kind. That was supposed to go to the largest electric car manufacturer in the world.
Which is?
The largest electric car manufacturer in the world.
Tesla.
I didn't say it. Yeah. So if you show you, we know what
I like that.
What we are doing.
Let's speak about your 5-year plan. I think
yes.
So briefly.
Yes.
5-10 year plan. Your vision and where you want to see this business in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yes.
And what even you need from investors or
personally, in terms of investments, based on my background, I prefer organic growth. What we get is private. It's owned by me, my brother, my wife, Nancy. Hi, my other partner who is coming tomorrow. Okay. So we own it. And we want it to grow organically because my fear is you go and collect people's money. Then, because it's a new company. We do a lot of research and development. If you go and collect people's money, then their sole aim is to sell big profits. But we want to develop product that is suited to our environment, and that will come with doing organic growth. If I go and collect people's money, trust me, it is the headache alone. It will stifle us. So we prefer to grow, and we are growing. Since when I came, 2023, sales was horrible. Oh.
Really? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was horrible because it's not like water or drink or food. People know food, people know water. This is a technical product, so they are used to a certain product, and you are coming in new, they don't know. So it takes time for them to use the product, evaluate it, and see the longevity before they come to you. So the first year was rough, very rough. So it's last year that we started to get some leeway, and this year, slowly, we are getting the traction that we want. And we are still not where we want to be. You understand? It takes time because it's a very technical product. Some of the largest auto manufacturers in the world are now talking to us. We are doing some tests and stuff like that. And I'm not a sales guy. I do this selling myself. I go there, cold calling. Go there, don't be shy. Nobody will kill you. Go there, talk to them. I'm this. I have this particular product. How can we work together? If you go to 200, you get one. And that's the same mantra that I use. And we've been fortunate everywhere. It's only one person that I went to who was so rude. I don't want to mention his name. He was so rude. A very big furniture manufacturer. Oh, it was horrible. He's the only person. About 200-300 countless people, individual companies.
Really, in Ghana?
In Ghana here.
Wow.
And I work hard, man. There's been times that I leave Accra 2 in the morning. AM. I'm in Takoradi by 7. Wow. We work till 12:30, 1. We leave Takoradi by 3:30. I'm at Kasua here. Yeah. And then at times maybe an order will come. I'll quickly come, make it. If you have it in stock, we package it.
Because you have a lean startup. A lot
yes.
Of pressure is
it's always on me because now that Madam Jennifer is taking some of, because it's very technical. Imagine having to explain things to customers. So now that she's getting comfortable, so I'm going to offset some of them. And then we have another young man who has joined us, who is also going to help with the manufacturing. Then I can be free to be doing more of the sales and marketing, research and development, quality control. And
if you do have a message for like the people watching, what would that message be?
Whatever capability that you have, don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. I could have done it in Canada if I wanted to, but then the funds that you need is astronomical, and then the regulations. It's not that Ghana doesn't have regulations. Ghana has regulations, but it's easier to navigate than over there. And also, it serves as an inspiration to our people that black people or black minds are capable of doing fantastic things. Things that you see here, Mr. Hayford, is the highest of technology. Technology is not just software and electronics. This is materials engineering at its highest. Some of our products, if you, especially when you spray it on wood or metal, if you want to damage it, you have to take knife. And you have to actually, but if regular wear and tear, scratch and stuff, yeah, it doesn't it doesn't break down, scratch easily. So what has happened now is some of the high-end restaurants around Accra, Kumasi, they use it to coat their furniture, the tables and stuff, because it doesn't scratch. And look at how it feels. It's nice and smooth and stuff like that. So slowly, we are getting the traction we want. And also, even some of the largest chemical manufacturers in the world, they send, Fred, Mr. Ampedu, because they knew who I was when I was. So they send me raw materials. Oh, really? We've made this raw material. Can we test it for it? Because they also want to see how it behaves in the African environment. One thing, they say global companies, go and look. Global companies, most of them exclude Africa. Look at the oil industry, the largest 5 companies in the world, and see where they are all situated. Yeah, they are not in Africa. Some of the largest chemical companies. They have places where they can bring the raw materials, but in terms of manufacturing, no. Wow. They don't. Because that's what changes societies. Look at what I'm doing. This is what changes societies, not buying and selling. Look at all the manufacturing hubs in Ghana. Who owns them?
Chinese. Actually, I was speaking, around you is surrounded by Chinese.
That's the thing, because it's manufacturing that drives economy. Every economist knows it. I don't know why we can't get it in our head.
Why do you think? Is it our education system? I don't know. What do you think?
People have serious phobia for failing. Yeah. And it's because they grade where the first, where the second, so people have serious phobia. Me as a research and development chemist, I embrace failure. You don't go to fail, but when it comes, you learn from it. You do your root cause analysis. What caused what I'm doing to fail? You fail, you go back again. The particular product that I said it took us 10 years. I did about 2,000 iterations of the same particular product, trying different things. 2,000 or more. In fact, right. Because when it works, all you need for it to work once. If it works once, that's your formula.
So you're like a scientist, then?
It's not research and development. I'm a scientist. That's what I do. Yeah. So you so many things. You don't get discouraged because people have this fear, serious phobia for failing. Wow. Yeah. If you fail, if it doesn't kill you, you've learned something. Sure. Yeah, and that's what I embrace. People come, even as you said, if you look around, it's not how it's supposed to be. But as Mr. Obendako said, everything is in its infancy, it's not pretty. But maybe 5-10 years time, you don't know where this company will be. But the fact is, you have to start.
I see. Let's speak about your upscaling. Are you looking to? I mean, you've seen companies, big companies like Shell.
Yes.
They've been around for centuries.
Yes.
Right. are you seeing your brand scale up to something like that?
Oh, yeah,
What's the total vision?
Because it's manufacturing, and we have the R&D capability. So as manufacturing changes, product changes, we have the capacity to make. Now people are going towards water-based product. I have raw materials here that we are going to develop our water-based product, and it's formula. As you can see, this particular product was made by Madam Jennifer with my assistants. Eventually, this gentleman and her will be doing it because it's formula. It's just making tea or coffee.
It's already
it's already there. That's the batch ticket you see over there. It's already there, so anybody can take it and use it. But I don't think if you get this, you can make it because it's intellectual property. It's coded to suit what we do. So, and it also doesn't cause people to make mistakes because I know which particular chemical, but not everybody knows. So it's coded, so they know that they will take maybe R35. They go and take R35. Take PS2. They go and take PS2. They come and check the weight, make it, and then it goes out of the door. So it's so far as the companies around it will transcend or to go beyond my lifetime, and it will keep going.
I like that. I like that. I think you would inspire a lot of diasporans watching.
And one more thing, the diasporans too, if you come, stop this Islegon, cantonments, put it aside,
Really?
Yeah, because you are in Ghana. Ghana is not the West. When I came, I've gone to timber market. Actually, this morning, we went to timber market. I was there 6 in the morning to go and give a product to somebody.
On the ground.
And there have been times I'm carrying, ask Madam Jennifer, I'm carrying 25 kilos washer on my shoulder, walking through timber market, maybe 3-4 kilometers. Shut down, because then if you come with, then you'll be frustrated. Things, because Ghana is a different country.
Come down from their high horse.
We have that, we feel we are better than the local people. And don't forget, when it comes to living Ghana, you cannot outlive somebody who lives in Ghana. They know Ghana. If you give somebody who lives in Ghana 1,000 cities, what they will do with the 1,000 cities versus you abroad, what you do with the 1,000 cities is a vast difference. So when I came, I shared, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. People call diaspora meeting. I don't go because I'm Ghanaian who went and lived outside, who has come back. So I have to embrace Ghanaians. Be a Ghanaian. You come and see me sitting at Okponglo with the mechanics, laughing, learning how they do things, learning their psyche. That's when you can develop products, the one that meets their needs. And also, you are not frustrated about everything. So if they will take anything, put that diaspora stuff aside and become Ghanaian. That's where your success will come from.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. That was bars.
Yeah, that's where your success will come from. So, and that's what I do. I don't do, once in a while, I go there with cantonments. It's like, actually, last 2 weeks, we went to GIS, I took my kids there. But for the most time, you're from here. You'll be less frustrated. The BAC will boom because you understand that that's how. Trust me, the Ghanaians, you grow with the Ghanaians. And all the good things that you want, Ghanaians too want it. It's just that they are working slowly to where they need to go. You understand? If I don't think you are, when we were younger, young men like your age driving cars was virtually impossible. But look at it now. You have a lot of 20s, 25, 30-year-old driving nice cars. Our economy is growing. No matter what people say, Ghana is never a failed state. It's nowhere close to a failed state. It's just that we are slowly getting to. Have you been to Techiman before?
Yeah.
Look at how Techiman looks. Have you been to Nkranza before? Yeah. I went to Nkranza, I was shocked. I was like, I thought it was a village. It was fantastic. It shows that our country is growing. Africa has the youngest population anywhere in the world. Africa. What that means is, as people grow, they want nice cars, nice homes, beautiful furniture, good food, peace of mind. So the growth is going to come from. That's why when you go to airport, you are seeing Chinese, Lebanese, Indians, Turkish, because they know. And our people are running out. If you've run out and you've got a skill, try and come. Do it over time, do it slowly, and you never know where it will take you.
I like that.
All right.
I like that. I like this ending part. Okay. Thank you so much for talking.
You're welcome, Hayford. So thanks for coming through.
It's my pleasure. Let people know where to find.
Okay. Yes. Please. Our website is very active website. Everything works. It's decent. It's www.p for Paul, O for Orange, S for Sam, A for Apple, I for India, N for Nancy, D for Dear, posaind.com. You can reach us there, or the company line 030-297-5359. Or my personal line is 020-978-9888. But please WhatsApp me, because WhatsApp is better, or text message is better. And then the other line is 053-286-2282. And if you can ask Madam Jennifer to add that number, because at times if I'm hot,
and I would like to actually speak with her. Being a woman in this field, if she doesn't mind. Are you shy? Are you camera shy?
Okay, yeah, come. If there's anything,
let's get her to speak.
So, how has it been working with him? 1 year now?
Yes, please.
Speak to me about your journey so far, your experience working in a factory like this, being a woman.
Take your time. Take your time. Just say anything that comes to your mind.
It's been good. It's been good working. It's my first time working at a factory like this. And because of the machines and all those things, it's been easy. So I don't find any difficulties in doing it. Yes.
But I mean, you work in a factory, right? You're wearing your helmets, your safety glasses. Like, how do you meet friends and family look at you now? Are they supporting you, or are they, be like, why a woman you are in the factory?
No, nobody is supporting me. Okay. Nobody is telling me to stop the job.
Well, what have you learned so far here working in this factory? Something that you feel like added value to your life, whatever you feel like you've learned.
Yeah, I've learned about how to talk to us. Like, if you are doing something and you make any mistake, some people they will insult you. As for him, he won't insult you. He will just tell you to see the way my hands.
Don't worry, I understand. Yeah.
You've been on camera.
Yes, it's tough. Your first time.
Or you can just breathe.
All right.
Okay.
So sometimes other business owners would insult you.
No, yeah, for him, he doesn't do that. Okay. If you make any mistake, he will tell you not to do that mistake again. He will tell you how to go about it. Yes, and also, if you make any mistake, you have to let him know.
I see. Yes. Don't just hide it.
You don't have to hide it. You have to tell him.
Advise your fellow women to, do something like what you do?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I will advise them. I will advise them to come, because it's not something that difficult. It's not difficult because of the machines.
I see.
Yeah. I'm Esau Jennifer. I work with Posa Industry, and I would like to share my number with them. Okay, 0591 996973. That's it.
Thank you. So I'll put it on the screen, and thank you so much for talking to me. I know you were nervous, but thank you. So guys, I hope this, his story inspire you, and try to reach out. Right? You could be an investor, you could be a friend, you could be someone who need that advice. His information will be on the screen and also in the description. And Africa is the future, like you mentioned.
Yes.
We have the youngest population.
Yes.
And the Chinese is moving here, the Lebanese is moving
Turkish,
here, the Indians are moving
white
here.
people are also here.
Exactly.
For years, centuries.
Except our diasporans.
Yes, they need to come. So I'll encourage everybody who wants to come, who needs to come, not want to come. If you want to come, then you come and get frustrated. But when you need to come, then you want to hear.
I had a lady who called me on a video call. Consultation, and she said diaspora, working in the Americas for 20 years. All right. She want to move back, but she was telling me she doesn't know what to do.
Nobody can tell you what to do or where to start from. You have to come slowly. When you come, don't stay in Accra alone. Move around Ghana, if possible. Make good friends, and as you move around, something will come up. But if anybody tells you come and do this, trust me. Yeah, you have to come and then come and see what you want to do.
You have to have the why.
The why you want to come. Travel around Ghana extensively. something would come up.
Don't come and live in Accra, East Legon.
No, because that place. I have friends who live there, East Legon cantonment. Trust me, the money that you think you have is small change. Trust me. I know some of the biggest. I know some of the biggest. Your money you are bringing, it's Accra, it's small. People have serious money. Serious money. People pushing $100, $200 million who live there. So how's if you bring $2 million, what is that? So when you come, start slow, find a secure place, and then go from there.
I like that. I like that. So 1 second. So how did you build all this structure?
As you can see, this structure as it is were in those 2 containers.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's called what is that?
It's the container.
Containers.
So we shipped the container we bought the warehouse in China, and then they shipped it for us, and then we put it together.
Wow,
so we assembled everything together. So as part of our portfolio, one of my partners, who I said is coming tomorrow, we go around Africa building prefab warehouses and also setting up factories. So that's as part of our portfolio. So we've done a project here around Africa. So that's part of the things that we do. So if anybody wants to do prefab building, we do it, and also setting up factories too. We have the capability to do it.
Does it include the machines or just the
No, we can set up. We build the prefab as you see, and then in terms of setting up the factory, we can also, depend on what you want to do, we can also tell you which material, equipment to buy, where to source it, and then we can help you set it up. And we've done that once or two for some people.
You're working, you're on ground.
Yes, and it's easier to come because when we wanted to build, we went the traditional route, going to big companies, and the money they were quoting.
So you have to do it yourself.
But like, no, we can do it ourselves.
And then you become an expert.
And then we've become good at it. So some of our contacts in China, if they get some gigs, they tell us, and then we send our team to go out there and then build it. So we also do that.
That's very interesting.
Okay.
Wow. So since 2014, you started.
Yes.
So far over the years, what has been some of the major challenges?
Okay, I think the first challenge, as we discussed, was the fire we had here that destroyed almost half of destroyed all our lab equipment, destroyed our mixers, our compressors. We even had a portable stage that when you go to trade shows, you can set up your stage, small one that's poor package that you can use for traveling. Wow. Everything bent with carpet, like we lost serious stuff. We rebounded from there. And we also had some major theft. One gentleman who used to work with us stole almost 500,000 cedis worth of goods from us. So he got caught, and it's so sad, he's now in jail.
Interesting.
Yes, and then we also had another fire just January.
Really?
I was here when the fire occurred, but once again, I just looked at all these investments and I was like, am I going to let everything burn to the ground? So I actually fought the fire, big fire, before people came to support me, and then before fire service came. Wow. So there's been challenges, and we had one major theft. Here for that almost killed the company.
Really?
Yeah, I can't say it because then people might be out there looking for it. Major theft. Man, I think Jennifer said within about a week I lost almost 10-15 pounds. Yeah, it was that major, but we've regrouped, we've rebounded, and currently that's behind us. So that's why I say when you come, it's something that you need to be here. Then whatever happens, you don't get frustrated, because that theft could have, yes, why am I here? I could have been in Canada having a good time, working for another company and making okay money. But it's just the need, and this is beyond me. It's something that I feel, as the word goes out, it will encourage people to also do something similar to what I'm doing.
How do you think you can solve this fire problem?
Oh, that's why we built that shed.
Okay.
So we moved that particular problem to that shed. And also, what happened is we left here closed for about 2 weeks. It was during the festive season. Oh, okay. So now we have somebody who comes every day, leave it all open for ventilation, for air to move. And then we are almost here at least on at least 3-4 times a week. And at times we are here all the time, but we have somebody stationed there full time who comes and open up everything.
That's good. I like that. Wow. Sorry for your loss.
It's all part of the growing process. Yeah, we move on. So far as we have life and we have the energy to work, keep going.
I'm curious, what was this machine for?
This is what we call automatic dispenser.
Okay.
So that's what dispenses those small cans.
Those small cans,
Yeah.
the 3 liters,
The 5 liters, 2 liter, 1 liter, 2.5 liters. We dispense it using this machine, using that compressor.
Wow. So it has the
Yeah, so
that
injection
put the
there, pours it in there, and then that's the capper. It caps it, the cap machine, so it caps it, and then we package it, and then it
Wow,
goes.
you've invested.
Yeah, it's madness, my brother. I always say I can be somewhere relaxing, driving my Lambo. I always say, when I see people driving Lambo, I'm like, yeah, big deal. Driving my Lambo around town, disturbing the peace.
But no, this is going to change people's life.
Disturbing the peace of people, but we feel we have the capacity to do it. I always tell people I've met so many billionaires because of the nature of the job that I do, and they are no different from you and I.
That means it's possible for us to do it.
It's just that when they set their mind to something, even at the expense of their family, they'll do it. So yeah,
Sacrifice.
at the expense of their family, they'll do it. That's the only difference.
Interesting.
Yeah, they don't stop. All right,
So before you can be a billionaire, you need to learn how to sacrifice.
at the expense of, you have to keep going. Yeah, you make some decisions that people will be upset, people will not be happy with you. But it's the end goal justifies the means. So if at the end of the day the results have been gotten, who cares?
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
I like that. And you said you are in business with your brother and then
My
your
brother,
wife.
my wife, and then my other partner who is coming. Because that's one thing we have to embrace: partnership. And then one person has, as me, the leader. There are sometimes people say I'm a pushover, but it's not that I'm a pushover. It's for our collective peace. We can get things done, because eventually, imagine if you own 2% of Amazon, like you own 2% of Amazon. So don't be worried about what somebody will get. Be worried about what you will get. If you and I are in partnership, why am I worried about what Hayford or my brother is getting? Yeah, you worry about what you get, and then you work like you want the best for you. Maximize what you get. If you maximize what you get, then he will get what he deserves, and everybody is happy.
That's very true.
So that's what I did.
Because that has been the canker within the Ghanaian society, or
Yes.
even the black society,
Yes.
that we
Alone,
always don't work.
yeah. So
I want to do it by myself.
yeah, but if you take it to stock market, it's not, you're not there alone. You save other people's money. So if you can buy stocks, then you should have the wherewithal to work with people. But choose the right personality.
Okay.
People with the right personality, because if you don't choose the right person, that's when problems come. Choose the right people with the right, who understand that business is not off the bat, you start eating money. The largest companies in the world, Facebook, Amazon,
They had to reinvest their profit
Apple,
for years.
Netflix, Google, Fangos, or something, they run at a loss for almost 5, 6, 7 years.
Also Netflix, 11 years before
Yes,
they made
they were
profit.
running at a loss, but they stayed in the game. So if you don't get the right partners who will stay with you for the long haul, then you should everything. At times you have to also be stubborn. This is what you are doing. Relax.
That's it.
Yeah.
I see. So the investor doesn't move you around.
Doesn't, because then things are they might tend to move you away from your vision. At times, just as bullish. This is what you are doing.
That's it.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hayford. Thanks for coming through. All right.
Pleasure.